Welcome to my class. Good evening. Today's chapter is chapter 12, rocks. This is the last chapter, and this is the last class with you in 7 BC. Okay, this is the last class with you in 7 BC with you. And look, this is look, this is Grand Canyon. This rock, Grand Canyon. It is situated in Arizona, USA. This but this look, this height, this hills, like this, not Mount Everest. You know this Everest. It is not Everest, Mount Everest. It is, but it's due to the damaging day by day. This this hilly region area is called. This is known. This name, this Grand Canyon. This is the Grand Canyon. And this is the national park in USA. It is situated USA state Arizona, where Trump come from. This Arizona, this state here. This national park is situated, the Grand Canyon National Park in USA. This built by rocks. This is day by day damaging. It's not so height like Mount Everest, because it is damaging due to corrosion occur, weathering occur. This rock is day by day becoming damaging due to weathering. Okay, this rock, what is weathering? Weathering is the process by which rocks break down into small pieces. Weathering is a process. Weathering means the breakdown of rocks at the earth's surface, largely by the action of weather. Weather like heat, cool, winds, different types things. Weathering means the breakdown of rocks at the surface, earth's surface, largely by the action of weather. So we have understood weathering is the breakdown of, is a process breakdown of rocks. Weathering, there are three types of weathering. Mechanical weathering. This weathering is called mechanical weathering. It's also known as physical weathering. Mechanical weathering is also known as physical weathering, chemical weathering, biological weathering. Mechanical, physical weathering, breakdown of larger rock into smaller rocks. No chemical reaction take place here. Okay, freeze thaw action. Freeze thaw action. Okay, mechanical weathering, there is no chemical reaction occur, but rocks break down into smaller rock. And chemical reaction is occur in the rocks, causing it to dissolve and forming new substances. Here in chemical weathering, a chemical reaction occurs in the rocks, causing it to dissolve and forming new substances. Example, limestone dissolved by rainwater, forming calcium carbonate in caps. This is the chemical weathering. Chemical weathering, have you understood? Chemical weathering occurs by the reaction occur on the rocks. A chemical reaction occurs in the rock, causing it to dissolve and forming new substance. What is chemical weathering? Chemical weathering is a weathering here. Chemical reaction occur in the rock, causing it to dissolve and forming new substances formed. এই কি হলো ফয়সাল, তুমি আমার স্ক্রিনটা শেয়ার করতেছো কেন? এই কি হলো? Okay, this is the chemical reaction occurs in the rocks and causing it to dissolve and forming new substance. Limestone dissolved by rainwater and forming calcium. Okay, have you understood what is chemical weathering? and physical weathering. Mechanical energy is physical weathering and chemical weathering. Okay, next is biological weathering. Disintegration of rocks due to the action of plants and animals. Integration means close together and disintegration means far away. The rocks, disintegration of rocks due to the action of plants and animals. This is the biological weathering. Mechanical weathering means physical weathering. It's occur without reaction, no chemical change to take place to rock, and chemical reaction occur in a chemical weathering. And biological weathering, disintegration occur of rocks in due to action of plants and animals. Physical weathering or mechanical weathering is happens when rock is broken through the force of another substance on the rock, such as ice, running water, wind, rapid heating or cooling, plant growth. Okay, physical weathering happen when rock is broken through the force of another substance on the rock, such as ice, running water, wind, rapid heating and cooling or plant growth. And now chemical weathering occurs. Chemical weathering occurs when reaction between rocks and another substance occurs, dissolve the rock and causing parts of it to fall away. Okay, chemical weathering occurs when reaction between rock and another substance occurs, dissolve the rock and causing parts of it to fall away. Look, this is what is this? What is this? Are you looking this one? What is this? Hello student, what is this one? Do you know this one? Can you say what is the name these things? Hello student, can you say what is the name these things? It is the remainings of living things. Remainings of living things. If you die after a 5-6 years after, your remains will be found. These are the remains of things, but it is not remains near age. It is after 6 million years, 5 million years, millions years ago. This remainings. These remainings of elements, animals and plants. These are the remainings of animals and plants. What is called these things? Do you know? Are you listening me? What is called this thing? Have you seen these things? Do you know what is called these things? Okay, this thing is called fossil. This thing is called fossil. This thing is called fossil. What is fossil? Fossil are the preserved remains. If you die, the remains things of living things, the traces of remains and ancient organisms. Fossils are the preserved remains, remains or traces of remains of ancient organisms. Like we are not ancient organism. Like ancient organism is one ancient organism is, which one is one ancient organism? Dinosaur. Millions years ago died these things. Fossils are the preserved remains or traces of remains, the ancient organisms. A fossil can preserve an entire organism or just part of one. Bones, shell, feathers and leaves can all become fossils. Okay, fossils are the preserved of remains. After die, your remains will be found. These the fossil fuels are the preserved remains or traces of remains of ancient organism. A fossil can preserve an entire organism, whole living things, or just part of one. Bones, our bones, shells, feathers and leaves can all become fossils. Fossils give valuable information us. Like fossils are used to date sedimentary rock. This fossil rock. What is rock? Here I have give rock. The rock is a naturally occurring solid. It is made of minerals or other minerals-like substances. The Earth's outer layer, the lithosphere, is made of rock. That means the Earth crust is made of rock. Okay, Ajan is calling this at the first stage of the formation of the Earth. Okay, student, read these things. I will ask you how rock is formed. How many types of rocks? Hello, students. Three types of rocks. Can you say the name these types of these rocks? Igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. There are three types of rocks: is igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks. Igneous rocks are formed by the solidification of volcanic eruption. When volcanic eruption occurs, it come out during the volcanic eruption occur. Magma comes out through the gaps, lava, and it solidifies from igneous rocks. Okay, igneous rocks are basalt and granite. Then sedimentary rocks, flowing water and wind continuously. Flowing water and wind continuously deposit seed, soil, and small pieces of rock into the rivers and sea. These settle down layer by layer as a sediments. Rocks formed by the accumulation of sediments and compression of the lower layers over long periods of time are called sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are sandstone, limestone, shale. Here is a metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks formed by the transformation of igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks. Due to the high pressure and temperature, igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks turn into new types rocks. This is called metamorphic rocks. Marble is a transformation from limestone. Limestone is a metamorphic sedimentary rocks. Marble is a metamorphic rocks. Marble is formed by the transformation of limestone. When limestone transformed from marble, when granite is transformed it from genesis, and sandstone, from sandstone quartz is formed. This is transformation. When the igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks transform from new types of rocks, is called sedimentary rocks. Metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks are marble, genesis, and quartz. And sedimentary rocks are sandstone, limestone, shale. Igneous rocks are basalt and granite. Okay, how rocks was formed? At the beginning of the earth formation, at the beginning stage of the formation of the earth, it was hot and molten state. As it melted, the heavier elements sank and settled towards the center. The heavier elements sank and settled towards the center and forming the core of the earth. The lighter substance floated on the surface to form outermost layer of the earth crust. As the surface earth crust cooled, and crust solidified, this way rock is formed. Okay, can you say how many types of rocks? Okay, no. Name these 3 types of rocks. Hey students, you know these 3 types of rocks. Can you say the name of these 3 types of rocks? Can you say these 3 types of rocks? Hello students, are you listening me? Now I am asking student. Anisha, say, what are the types of rocks? Do you know how many types of rocks? Others, I will remove you. You should unmute and talk with me. Anisha, have you listened? Are you listening me? Okay. Can you say how many types of rock? Huh? How many types of rocks? Okay. Tajwar, say how many types of rocks and name these types. Tajwar, how many types of rocks and name these types of rocks. Tajwar, okay, say. Say how many types of rocks. Huh? কি বলে এটা? 3. Okay. আচ্ছা, Okias Rashid. Okia Rashid. Are you listening me, Okia Rashid? Okia Rashid, are you listening me? Hello, Okia. Wakia.
Yes, sir.
How many types of rocks? At Shamima Akhtar, bolo, how many types of rocks? Look. These are the 3 types of rock: igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks. Okay. Now I am going to the class from current page. You know these things. This is our what is this? These are fossil. Remaining things of living things are called fossil. Remaining things. Fossil. Look, this is fossil. Fossil are the preserved remains or traces of remains of ancient organisms. A fossil can preserve an entire organism or just part of one. Bones, shells, feathers, leaves can all become fossils. Fossils give valuable information us. Fossils are used to date sedimentary rocks. If that fish species lived between 6 and 7 million years ago, then the layer of rock dates from that period. Okay, fossils are used to date sedimentary rocks. We can find the age of rocks from fossil. Fossil can tell you where it came from. Fossil can tell you where it came from. It is either warmer area or hot area, cooler area, tropical rainforest area, or from different type area. Fossil can tell you where it came from. And fossils show us the long history of life and the part and current evolution process on Earth. Fossils show us the long history of life and the past and the current evolution process on Earth. Evolution means changing Now man is due to evolutions changing of living things process is evolution. Okay, this fossil fuels tell us evolution process on earth also. How limestone is formed? Limestone is what kind of rock? Is it igneous rock or metamorphic rocks or sedimentary rocks? Limestone. Do you know what type of rocks limestone is? Okay, limestone is the sedimentary rocks. How limestone is formed? Many of the creatures that live in the sea have shells and skeletons made of calcium carbonate. Okay, there are many types of living things live in the sea. They have shells and skeletons. Their shell and skeleton made of calcium carbonate. Over millions of years, their dead remains have fallen to the ocean floor. Slowly, over millions of years, pressure has turned the layer of shell and bone fragments into limestone rock. Okay, we know the sea contain different types of organisms. They have shells and skeletons. Their shell and skeleton made of calcium carbonate. Over millions of years, their dead remains have fallen the ocean floor, and millions of years pressure has turned the layers of shell and bone fragments into limestone formed. Okay, this limestone is how formed. How is quicklime is made? The calcium carbonate is the limestone. Calcium carbonate is the limestone. Calcium carbonate is the limestone. This is the limestone. Okay, I have this question is how quicklime is formed. When limestone is heated, this heat, if we give heat in the limestone, if we give heat in the limestone break down from quicklime, calcium oxide. This form quicklime, calcium oxide. This calcium oxide is called quicklime. Okay, and carbon dioxide gas also formed. Okay, how limestone is formed? When how quicklime is formed? When limestone is heat, quicklime is formed. This is the quicklime. When limestone is heat, quicklime is formed. And this is the balance reaction. Limestone form quicklime, and okay, cement is a gray powder. It is a mixture of calcium silicate and aluminates. When it is mixed with water, it dries into a hard solid. When we mix it with water, it dries into a hard solid. It is made by mixing of limestone with shell, then heating the mixture very strongly, then adding gypsum and grinding up the final lumps of solid. Okay, what is cement? Cement is a gray powder. It is a mixture of calcium silicate and aluminate. How it is formed? Okay, when it is mixed with water, it dries into hard solid. It is made how it is made? It is made by mixing limestone with shell, then heating the mixture very strongly, then adding gypsum and grinding up the final lumps of solid. Why gypsum is used? Gypsum is calcium sulfate. why gypsum is used in the cement. The purpose of adding gypsum to cement is to slow the setting process down. Cement, we know the cement setting process down, like cement dry slowly, then if dries quickly, it become breakdown, it slowly becomes solid. The purpose due to here for adding gypsum, it for this reason gypsum is added. Gypsum added, the purpose of adding gypsum to cement is slow down the setting process down. So further gypsum solidification becomes slow down. Okay, evaluation. What is fossil? Hello student, what is fossil? Nai. What is the difference between physical and chemical weathering? Okay, thank you for joining today's class.